Hey guys!
Hi!
So our supporters on Patreon pick a tag or challenge for us to do, and this time we're gonna do 50 facts about us.
Yes! 25 for me and 25 for June.
Yep.
Not 50 each, because
We're
that would
cheating.
be a really long video.
Yeah.
Let's get to it!
Alright.
So I have hitchhiker thumbs, which is the thumb that bends up like this. You can see, compared to June, mine like goes upward. And just some people have that, that's how mine is. And my toes do this too, my big toes. Not like this much, but a little bit. And so I can't wear flats because the toes are too narrow and it will like press down on my nail and my toe and it's really painful.
I get red hair sometimes. It's not as red as Rachel's, but it's pretty red.
A strand here and there. I think most people get like random colored hair every now and then. I get a lot of white hairs in my head. And I've had like a black hair
Really?
in there. Yeah.
You get black hair?
Yeah. I still sleep with my baby blanket. I got it the day I was born from my grandma, and my brothers and sister got one too, and I'm pretty sure my brothers still have theirs. If they say they don't, they're lying.
I like playing baseball, and I used to be a pitcher.
How far can you throw a ball?
When I was in junior high school, we had throwing a ball test, and I throw a ball about 95 meters
95 meters. Okay.
when I was in junior high school.
How fast?
130 kilometers per hour. That was my record when I was in high school. It was not freaking fast, but it was okay.
I don't know anything about baseball, so those numbers are meaningless to me. My favorite song of all time is Black by Pearl Jam. I just think it's really pretty. I like the lyrics to it, and you can hear Eddie Vedder's emotion when he sings, so I really like that song. And my favorite album of all time is The Distance to Here by Live. It's kind of like hippie love rock music. I probably listened to it 5,000 billion times.
I always listen to Sail by Arrow Nation when I cook, like all the time.
How did that become your cooking song?
It's just, I don't know, it makes me happy to cook.
That's like the most random song to listen to when you cook. Sail.
Slice, slice.
I drove the same car for 11 years in America, and it was already used when I got it, and so eventually pretty much everything on it broke. There were two different points where the inside door handle like actually just ripped off or like broke in half because it was a piece of junk plastic door handle, and to get out of my car I would have to climb over to the passenger side and get out that way. And that's how I lived for several months of my life. That's my life. Yeah, that's how I lived.
My dream when I was a kid was to work at a flower shop.
You're such a shoujo manga character. I really do not like winter. I don't like being cold. I don't like that everything's dead. I'm like a lizard, and so I just get really slow and like I just sleep the entire winter. I can't do anything until like the sunlight comes back and I warm up, and then the trees, they start sprouting their leaves and everything's happy and sunny and warm again. That's what I need. We need to move somewhere in the future that has no winter ever, because I can't do winters. They make me so depressed.
Okay. I've never studied abroad yet.
I have a scar on my nose. I can't remember which side it's on, and I'm wearing makeup now so you can't see it anyway. But when I was young, we were setting up for a garage sale, and we had a table outside the back of our house that was leaning up against the house, and a wasp built a nest there, and I had to get the table. It's my job to get the table and set it up. And so I thought, I gotta kill this wasp, and I got a fly swatter, and I was like, I only got one shot, but I can get it. I can get this wasp. And I hit that wasp dead center with the fly swatter, with like everything that little Noodle Arm Rachel had. But Noodle Arm Rachel was not strong enough to kill a wasp. I just angered it a lot. And then like it came straight at my face, and I was like, no! And it stung me on my nose. And my face swelled up like this. I was like a monster. It was horrible. That was a bad experience. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Do not get stung by a wasp in face.
I am obsessed with plants. We have like 30, 40 basis plants.
We have a lot of plants here. I like plants too though, so that's good. I'd be totally cool if our apartment just became like a jungle and I just had to like crawl or, you know, like get a machete and like cut my way through just to get into the apartment. I'd be down with that. I'm totally good.
I don't want jungle.
My favorite color is green because it reminds me of trees and nature and forests, and I love all those things. I hate autumn because I know it's supposed to be beautiful. Everyone loves the leaves changing color, but to me, it's just like everything is dying, and it's very sad and depressing for me. I'm totally kind of like a hippie forest nature person, and if I could live in a treehouse, I totally would. That would be amazing.
Maybe you should live with the Grace.
Me and Grace are gonna live in a treehouse in the future, so yeah, out in the middle of the woods. We'll just be hikikomori.
I can balance an umbrella on another umbrella.
It's pretty impressive.
How awesome is that?
I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed.
I was not gonna say this, but Reggie insists, so I had to say it.
No, I was helping you come up with 25 things because you couldn't think of anything.
Because I'm such a boring person. I can balance
That's not
an
boring.
umbrella.
You can balance an umbrella on another umbrella. That's pretty cool. That's not boring at all.
Okay.
You should show people.
Okay.
I used to draw a lot. I've always been a super artsy person, and that's one of the reasons we do YouTube now, because it's all kinds of artsy stuff. And I almost went to an art school instead of a regular university, but I kind of decided I didn't want to at the last moment because I don't like drawing when I'm forced to draw, and I kind of lost interest in it, to be honest. I haven't done anything in a really long time. The last time I drew anything was 5 years ago. I drew a lion picture for June.
That was pretty good.
Based off of a picture from the internet, and that was fun, but I don't know if
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay,
If
yeah.
I can find it, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll put the picture up.
When I was working at a convenience store, I hit a burglar with the paintball. It's like this big, it's orange. I threw a paintball and I hit him, but he escaped anyway.
Where do you get a paintball? Like a giant ball of paint?
Yeah,
What-
like some
what's the
convenience
purpose?
stores have those paintballs like underneath the counter for
Oh, so it's not on sale in the store.
No, no.
It's not. I was wondering, like, why do people need giant paintballs? So they keep it to tag people who steal things.
Yeah.
Don't steal something from Japan. They'll hit you with a paintball. I didn't know about that. Not that I've ever planned on stealing anything, but
Yep.
wow. Okay, so you hit them and.
But he escaped. It was at night.
So you could probably just go home.
Yeah, with the orange shoulder.
Oh. Well, hopefully you at least ruined his clothes. A jerk. Stealing stuff. Stop stealing stuff. Don't steal. I'm House Gryffindor. There's not even a question about it. I would totally be House Gryffindor.
I also took this like, Harry Potter test and I was Ravenclaw for like 91%.
Yeah. I've never had a speeding ticket in my life.
Wow.
Maybe this isn't super exciting for people from some countries, but America is really big and people drive a lot and people drive fast. Like everyone in my family's had speeding tickets at some point or another. I've driven a total of about 75,000 miles, which is like 120,000 kilometers over 11 years in America. I never had a speeding ticket. Woot woot! I guess that's not a thing to brag about. I broke the law and I never got caught. Everyone speeds in America. Like,
I understand
yeah.
though.
People get mad at you. It depends on the area, but if you're not speeding in some areas, people get mad at you. It's normal to go like 5 to 10 over on the expressway. So.
Right. I get it. I've been hit by cars 5 times when I was a kid, when I was riding a bike.
And he got his foot run over by a car that just drove off. A car ran over a child and they drove off. Do you know how, oh my god, do you know how angry I am? Someone did that to my brother. They drove him off the road in America too, and he like ran into a car. His car was totaled. He could have died and they just zoomed. I'm so angry about this. Like hit and run people, I swear. Don't even, I would. I used to get something called sleep paralysis a lot when I was younger. Now I only get it about like once a year. But it's this thing where when your body is falling asleep or waking up, your body stays asleep and your mind wakes up suddenly. And if you didn't know, while you're asleep, your body paralyzes itself so you don't like act out your dreams and hurt yourself or something. And so you would wake up and like you would be awake, but your body is still paralyzed and you can't move at all. And it's pretty terrifying. And for some reason, a lot of people who get this have really vivid hallucinations because it's like your mind just kind of projects your dreams into real life, but they're almost always nightmares. I don't know why, but this is just how it is. And I always had these like nightmare hallucinations with it and it was freaking terrifying. I'd have like ghosts like flying at my face or like ominous dark clouds swirling over my head and like why is this a thing? Why does this even exist? But Now I only get it like once a year, and I just don't open my eyes because I'm afraid I'll see something scary.
The scariest dream I had was where there was no ghost or killing or murder or anything. I just could not wake up. I just keep failing waking up. I noticed that I was having a dream, but I also remembered that I need to wake up early for work. So I tried to wake up. So I went to bed in my dream and woke up in my dream again. And it was like, shit. So I tried to just keep waking up, but I couldn't. And it's like Inception, the movie. I feel like I was literally spending 6 hours in my dream and I was so scared. But then suddenly Rachel, in real life, shook me and woke me up. She saved my life.
Dude has a lot of nightmares. Poor June.
I do. I don't know why.
I wake him up a lot.
Yeah.
I memorized the polka rap when I was in 6th grade, and I used to go around and sing it to people whether they wanted me to or not.
It's so annoying. Can you still sing?
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath,
Can pause.
Kachum, gonna catch 'em all. Pokemon,
Next.
I search across the land.
My favorite animes are Ghost in the Shell, Koka Kidotai, and Ping Pong.
Ping pong.
Yeah, it's a table tennis.
Isn't that also the sound you make when you ring the doorbell?
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Onomatopoeia, yeah.
Ping pong and ping pong.
Yeah.
And song. And I collected dragon statues when I was in high school because dragons are awesome. And obviously I didn't bring them here to Japan because like I'm not gonna pack like giant dragon statues in my luggage. Like I can bring my dragon statues with me. I'm okay to like grow up and leave my dragon statues behind. I left them with my mom, and my mom also has a lot of dragon stuff, and so she put it all in her dragon room. She's got a lot of dragon stuff.
That's interesting. A lot of girls normally have like a stuffed animals. You had dragons instead of
I had stuffed animals
bears?
too.
Okay.
I had a lot of stuffed animals, and I had dragons. I had the best of both.